there. For social studies, we're still talking about communities and where you live. Well, now we're going to talk a little bit broader. Mrs. Boss talked about neighborhoods and communities. Now we're going to talk about your state where you live, your continent. So let's read this book, and see, where do you live? Where in the world do I live? Here is my community. My community is a city called Miami. Our city is called Kalamazoo. I live in the state of Florida. We all live in the state of Michigan. A state is part of a country. And the United States of America is my country. That's our country too. We have 50 states in the United States. What is the name of your state? What is it? We just said it. I just said what it was. What is it? Michigan, yes. And we have to find it on the map. I'm so glad we live in Michigan. It's an easy one to find because it looks like the mitten. It says, I live on the continent of North America. We live on the continent of North America too. Right here, they don't have lines, but right here would be the United States of America. And this whole red part is North America, the continent of North America. The world has 7 continents. Find them on the map. Well, let's see if we can find all 7. Let me first count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what they are. We have North America. That's where we live. South America. That's a little bit warmer place in South America. Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and the Antarctica. Antarctica is where it's really, really cold. It says the United States is part of a continent called North America. Oceans are blue on a map. And this girl says, I live in a great big world. I think she lives in North America too, like us. Oh, that's as far as we're going to go. I have another book. It's one of my favorites called Me on the Map. So we start out small. She starts out where she lives, and then it gets broader and broader, bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's see where she is on the map. And this book is written by Joan Sweeney and illustrated by Annette Cable. Me on the Map. This is me. This is my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. This is my house. This is my map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. So it's getting bigger. So she started with herself and then her room. Now her room is inside her house. The house is bigger than her room. And let's see if we can find her room. Oh, right there. It says my room. She already drew a separate map for her room. This is my street. And this is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. So it's not a picture of her bedroom anymore. Now it shows a picture of her house on the map. This is my town. Oops, let's go this way. Here we go. This is my town. This is a map of my town. It's even bigger, isn't it, than just the map of her street. This is my street on the map of my town. So she can find her street on the map of her town. This is my state. This is a map of my state, and she lives in Kansas. Remember, our state is Michigan, but she lives in Kansas. This is my town on the map of my state. So she can find her town, Pleasant Grove, right there on the map of her state. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map of my country. So here's her state of Kansas. I'll show you this picture too. And here's our state, Michigan. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. It's a sphere. It's three-dimensional. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, it would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So it's our country too, right here, North America. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country. And her country was the United States of America. Then I look at a map of my country and find my state. Remember her state was Kansas. Then I look at the map of my state and I can find my town. Then I look at the map of my town and I find my street, Oak Street. Oops. And on my street, I find my house. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. In rooms, in houses, on streets, in towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me. Just like me on the map. And that's a fun book that talks about the map and the world that we live in. And that's the end. Now there is a couple of things that we want you to do in your community's booklet. So you are going to work on page 4 and 5 today. So open up to page 4 and 5. And you will see, this one's already done, but you will see a page that looks like this. And it says, where in the world do I live? Color your state red. So we have to color Michigan red. Now the special thing about Michigan is we have the upper peninsula and the lower peninsula. So you need to color both of those red because both of those are Michigan. Then it says color the states that touch your state blue. So all the states that touch your state, you're going to color blue. So we have Wisconsin, Indiana, and Ohio. You're going to color those blue because they touch our state. At the bottom it says write to finish each sentence. I live in the state of, what's your state's name? Michigan. If you need to know how to spell it, it's written there for you. And my country is USA. So write that on the line there too. Then turn to page 5. And what they want you to do on page 5 is color all of the continents. Let's go ahead and color those. Color each continent a different color. And write a sentence down here about continents. This sentence says there are 7 continents. So you could write that, or you could think of a different one that you would like to write. Oops, hold on. There we go. So do page 4 and 5, take a picture and send it our way.